I would rather y'all just say y'all don't like JT. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. I really appreciate it. I wanted to come down here real quick because I wanted to talk about this whole Cardi B versus JT versus Saucy Santana threesome or whatever is going on. And I just can't believe what I'm seeing online. So the other day, Saucy Santana and JT got into it on Twitter, and JT was tweeting and Saucy ended up hopping on Spaces. And from the messages that I'm seeing on Twitter or the interactions that I'm seeing on Twitter, people are saying that Saucy ate JT up, but Saucy could never eat JT up. I just don't see in any world where Saucy can eat JT up, especially in the way that things played out. Now, before we get started, I want to say this. I like all of the rap girls and I like Santana. But if we're going to tell the truth now, we're going to tell the truth. So Cardi B dropped Am I the Drama? And Cardi, the way things have been going, yes, mama, you are the drama. We got to give it up.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
We got to give it up. There has never, I haven't even been able to do Hot Topics because there has never been an album that dropped that literally just dominated. Like, I don't know when was the last time an album dropped and has just dominated the headlines like this one has. Now, the Kendrick and Drake beef, that was big, but that just wasn't an album. Cardi dropped her album and bitches got mad. And that's just the truth. On Am I the Drama, Cardi was dissing some rap girls on the album. She dissed Ice Spice. She dissed Nicki Minaj. She can say whatever she want to say now after the fact, but a person who has listened to the album and a person who has that album, I did my September review. The album came out on the 19th. I listened to that album more than anything in the month of September. And if I have time, I'll try to edit it in the video. I got to get ready to go to a funeral, but I will probably have it in the video. But I've listened to the album. She took shots at Nicki Minaj.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Okay? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. But most notably, she dissed Via and JT in the album. And I could count at least 3 songs that she dissed JT on. Right now, we're going to talk about Imaginary Players and Magnet. And it's another song, so we're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? But on Magnet, that was a diss track where Cardi dissed Ice Spice and JT. So what happened was Saucy got on Twitter and was singing the hook to Magnet. Let me not say Twitter. Saucy was somewhere and he was singing the hook to Magnet. And to me, I feel like that was some suck ass shit. Because in my head, we would not know Saucy Santana if it was not for JT and Caresha. We only know Saucy Santana because of the City Girls. Now, Saucy said that he was friends with Cardi B. That's not your friend, dummy. That's not your friend. Cardi is using you because she know that you want to be in the spotlight. She gonna tell you some shit to make you feel like that y'all cool. And you gonna tell her everything that she needs to know. You gonna give her all the dirt on the girls, especially her ops. So what happened was, from what they said, Saucy Santana had ended up calling JT ugly, and there was some text messages going on between them, I'm assuming because of how it played out. And friends fight. So he said that him and JT was friends, and he didn't want to come online and violate her like he did in the text messages. But to me, singing that hook online was violation enough, and it let me know where you stand. If I'm JT, that lets me know where you stand. He just said that he was supporting the album, so he was singing the belt to ass part, saying that he was saying that to his haters. Cardi damn near had 30 songs on the album. It depends on which edition you get it. She released the album probably, I believe, 5 times. And on the latest version of the album, she put every song, every single that she has dropped since the Invasion of Privacy, plus the 23 or 24 songs that she already had on there, plus the Lotto track. So I believe that's like 30-something songs that she got on the album, right? Saucy could have chose any song to rap to support Cardi if that's really what he was trying to do. Don't play in my motherfucking face. You were singing that song that she dissed JT in. That was a song that she literally violated JT in, and you were singing that song to shade JT. You were. I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's what he was doing. And to let you know that Cardi was using him, last week when Cardi got into it with JT, despite what Saucy was saying in his live, that JT didn't wait to get to Cardi until Nicki got out of that, that's a bald-faced lie. Because JT and Cardi actually got into it last week. They got into it last week on Twitter, and that's when Nicki Minaj, in the middle of their beef, I'm speaking of JT and Cardi, Nicki Minaj said that she was releasing her album. They got into it on Twitter, and after she got into it with JT on Twitter, she ended up posting the clip of Saucy singing Belt to Ass.
I don't know, take what you want from that. That's what he said.
So she was using Saucy Santana, and I can bet you my last dollar that Saucy did not tell her, look, girl, me and you cool, and I'm also cool with her, or me and you is cool, but that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? Or I got some type of loyalty to her. We ain't cool right now, but don't put me in your beef. I could bet my last dollar he never told Cardi that. And to me, that's a bad look. I wouldn't trust Saucy anymore after seeing that. No matter what was going on, we only know you because of Caresha and JT. We only know you because of the City Girls. And that's not a good look. The fact that you would be rapping a diss track that was supposed to be toward one of your sisters. Even though y'all not talking right now. Y'all will probably be back cool in a little bit. But I would never, no. That's foul. That's sucker shit. So then, as Saucy Santana was on the Spaces, he started trying to throw dick in JT face, right? And to be fair, I'm fair. JT was on Twitter saying that Saucy was a trick and he had to pay for every nigga he was with, which is I believe.
You did.
But Saucy was trying to say that Uzi don't like JT and he's never happy unless he's not around her. And that's the thing, because Saucy, the whole world saw Zell over there playing top with you on Love and Hip Hop. And we saw Zell Swag throw some chicken on you.
You a motherfucking liar. You knew that?
And he called you fat and sweaty.
Really? Really?
But instead of you focusing on that, you tried to fight JT with Caresha's pussy, saying that JT went and got a rock star nigga and Caresha had a billionaire nigga. First of all, Diddy is not a billionaire nigga. Second of all, that wasn't Caresha nigga. Let's get that straight.
Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that.
Beyonce got a billionaire nigga. Diddy wasn't Caresha's nigga. Caresha was one of Diddy's hoes. So let's get that straight. We know that Caresha was one of Diddy's hoes because Saucy told us.
Yes, baby.
Saucy was on the red carpet somewhere, and Saucy said that Sean pays Caresha. Whatever it was, he was saying that their situation differs because Sean pays Caresha. And that ain't nobody's business but Caresha and Diddy. That is not for Saucy to be talking about, especially on no red carpet somewhere with a microphone in his face.
I don't like that.
That was nobody's business. And I've always came down here and said, I feel like Saucy is always speaking too much on Caresha's business. And that is something that I noticed with a lot of gays. They kind of live vicariously through the women they be around, that they don't think that they're enough. So they kind of live, because Saucy presents like, oh, I'm this confident person, but we know how he told the story about him and Zell, how he started talking to Zell one month, and the next month, Zell all of a sudden moved from LA to Atlanta to move in with Saucy. We can tell that you just ain't that girl that you talk about. You play the game like you got this confidence and this self-esteem, but everybody knew the play. Zell didn't have a job on Love and Hip Hop no more. And what other gay rapper or somebody I could get with? He couldn't get with Lil Nas X, so he went over there and got with you. And all of a sudden, he was trying to get a job back on Love and Hip Hop. And they said, oh, we don't want Zell unless Saucy is on the show. That was the play, baby. You was a lick. You was a lick. You not this fabulous material, girls. Pussy popping with your man in Miami. Bitch, please. My thing is, if Caresha was over there being a hoe and getting paid by Diddy, that's her business. That's her business. That's not nobody else's business. That's for Caresha to talk about, and that's for Diddy to talk about. And Saucy's out here throwing out Diddy's name like that's a badge of honor. After hearing what we heard about Diddy and how he get down, I wouldn't even want the public to know that my friend was even around that nigga. Because what you can't do, What Saucy can't do is make me believe that Caresha wasn't over there doing what Cassie and Jane Doe was doing.
Hell no.
Now, she may not have been getting beat like they was doing because she probably was more willing. And she probably already understood the play. But she was definitely over there having freak offs.
Yup.
I don't give a damn what y'all say. You ain't gonna make me believe no different. Even when Caresha and JT get into it and the City Girls broke up, that's Caresha and JT business. That is not Saucy Santana's business. Saucy Santana is not a city girl. Now, where I do commend Saucy, where I do commend him, is when DJ Academics came after Caresha and was calling her a hoe and a side bitch, and Saucy wanted to take it to the field. Got it. Caresha supposed to be your bestie. That was a nigga who she had no relationships with. You know what I'm saying? When I don't say relationships like a boyfriend or anything like that, but that wasn't like her friend or associate. You get what I'm saying? She had no relations to him. This was just a nigga on the internet. She had no friendship with him. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, let's take it to the field. Don't come at my home, girl. Let's take it to the field. But everything with Caresha and Diddy, that's Caresha and Diddy's business. Everything with Caresha and JT, that is the city's girl's business. That has nothing to do with Saucy Santana. Period. And since we own it, the shots, I also think that Cardi was taking shots at JT and Yung Miami and Better Than You. I do. Because we all know that Caresha and Cardi, it was both fucking Stefan. And then when it was all said and done, he popped out with Cardi and he was claiming Cardi. And Cardi was taking shots. Smell. Face. Taste. See, and I don't think that Cardi face is better than Caresha's. I don't. I think that Cardi is the girl that she claimed that Bia is. A bitch that thinks she's cute because she light skinned. I don't think that, listen, I love the girl. I love the girls, but I don't think that Cardi is cute. I don't. I think that Cardi gets away with a lot because she's light skinned, but I don't think that she's cute. And I definitely don't think that she look cute with the contacts in her eyes. She's not an ugly girl, but I don't think that she look better than Caresha. I don't think that she's cute. I don't. But he popped out with Cardi, and then on the song she was saying, bitch, I'm better than you. That's your friend. Fuck that bitch, I'm better her too. And then before she ended the song, she said, bitch, I'm better than you. Always better than you. Way more bread than you. Give better head than you. Always stand on yous. And then she said, hoes be prostitutes.
Work. Yes. Oh.
No shade.
And started laughing. And you crazy if you don't think that she was shooting at JT and Yung Miami. Because she had already told us in the first song on the album, Dead, if you with that bitch when I come get it, then you gonna die. So she didn't give a fuck about taking out Yung Miami when she was going at JT. So how come Saucy wasn't online singing that? You was taking shots at JT. Let's not play no games. You was taking shots at JT, and JT had every reason to be mad. Now, JT, mama, this is where you lose me and you lose people. Because JT put out a diss track. Where you lose me and you lose people is when you calling Cardi a flop. When she outsold your whole project in 1 week. You can't call her a flop. If she a flop, then what are you? And I like you. City Cinderella was a cute little EP. It was. But it was not invasion of privacy. Now, can you rap better than Cardi? Yes. Do Cardi have writers behind her? Yes. Does she have a team pushing her? Yes. But she didn't flop. Did she outsell Nicki? No. But she outsold you, beloved.
Oh my God.
She outsold you, beloved. And she said in Imaginary Players, my flop and your flop is not the same. If you did my numbers, you would pop champagne. If I did your numbers, I'll hop out of a plane. And we seen that chocolate cake that you had when you went number 74. So you gotta stop calling that a flop. And you can say now that your friend bought you that cake, but baby, it was still number 74. Okay was 74 on the Billboard Hot 100. And people bought you a cake. They didn't even get the champagne yet, a cake. So, baby, you got to stop calling that a flop. Now, on the diss track, besides the whole calling her flop, I think that JT ate. I think that JT ate. I think that people will never give it to JT because there's not a machine behind her, and she's from the South. I just think that, you know, New York is always going to support New York. The Breakfast Club literally is calling it mid in their title. So the Breakfast Club is trying to tell you what to think about the diss track. I believe that she ate Cardi up, and mostly everything that she said was true. And that's how you know the girl is a good rapper. She's a rapper. She is a rapper. I respect JT for putting that pen to work and getting in the booth. I do hear, I listened to the Breakfast Club, and they were saying that JT basically said most of the stuff that she said on Twitter in the raps, but she also made it rhyme, and she was eating that girl up. She grabbed Cardi and didn't let that bitch go. And if y'all are saying that it was trash, please. It wasn't trash. She said that the face is botched. She had at least 10 different faces. Bodega Barty, bitch, you chop cheese. She ate that up. Said, bitch, you get took for granted. I get niggas' pockets took. You say you stacking paper. Let me see you read a book. It was very disrespectful. I think that she ate Cardi up. Does it compare to Magnet? No. But I just like the competition. Get in the booth. Get in the booth. And we got to give it to JT because she did what a lot of girls didn't do. The #1 girl in the game, and I like Nicki too. Do I think that she crashing out? Yes, she is. But Nicki didn't get in the booth. Nicki talking about getting in the booth in 6 months.
What?
JT went and got into the booth last week. It was just put out this week. So JT got a lot more heart than every other bitch in the game, as far as I'm concerned. Bia, Nicki Minaj, Cardi was dragging all of the girls. Then she was dragging Lotto on the phone calls. So Cardi was dragging everybody. Cardi was dragging everybody on that album. It was only one girl that had enough heart and enough puss to say, bitch, not me. And I feel like that she ain't. Okay? To me, Saucy Santana could never get JT together on no day. But y'all, that's all I got. Let me know what y'all think about the diss track in the comments. I think that she ate. I know people from the East Coast. I already know how y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna say y'all didn't like it, but I loved it. I'm from the South, and I get it. But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all later. Adios.